Part of King Street through downtown Honolulu was closed for most of the day today because of the filming of a movie. The movie, Go for Broke, was shooting scenes on the street and on the grounds of Iolani Palace. It's a local production including cast, crew, and hundreds of extras. Jake Shimabukuro, Lanai Tabura, Cole Horibe, and State Senator Glenn Wakai are among the names you might recognize on screen. The production is not big budget, but it did get $500,000 in funding from the state, with money going through the nonprofit 442nd Regimental Combat Team Foundation. Sarah Madison goes beyond the headlines for us tonight. Sarah?
Kathy, state-funded movies are rare because it uses taxpayer money with no revenue gain in return. It's not easy getting this film grant from the state, and film productions need to follow strict requirements. But legislators who supported the Go for Broke film project says there needs to be more movies like this. Lights, camera, action. Hundreds of extras, portrayed as soldiers and civilians, take you back to the 1940s, to an untold story of the 442nd.
The world has no idea what it took to even have the 442 be created at all. They think it just happened, which is not true at all. You know, there are a lot of people who work behind the scenes, supporting the Japanese Americans and the Japanese community.
From beginning to end, the film production used local crew members and actors.
You see in Hollywood so many films that start off as like a Japanese-based film, they get whitewashed. You need local people to tell local stories in that local perspective.
One of the important things about the film industry is the ability for us to have local productions told by local voices. And so I think it's very important that we encourage that.
Representative Mark Nakashima supported the film back in 2014 when the state gave about $560,000. The money was what's called a grant in aid, or GIA.
You know, the subject matter of the projects that are funded by GIAs are important. They're important to our community, to our lawmakers, and to, in some cases, like the 442nd Regiment Project Go for Broke, have a global impact.
Hayashi says because the project is state-funded, they're working with a modest budget, but she's received immense support from the community. Many people here are volunteering their time. Even the food is donated.
It's a period piece. I mean, you look at our extras. These are all volunteers. We can't afford this. We could never afford 2-day at all.
Georgia Skinner from the State Creative Industries says there are not a lot of films that were partially state-funded.
So you can see that it's not really something that filmmakers necessarily are going to, nor is it something that I think the legislature is looking at. There really are other ways to fund projects in the state, as in any filmmaking community across the U.S.
Other grant and aid films that the state supported include a Patsy Mink documentary and a cooking show featuring Roy Yamaguchi. The Go for Broke film would be the first drama funded by the state, and it received the largest amount in state funds. The movie is set to be released this fall. Sarah Madison, KHON 2 News.